Wait, you worked on that show? So every time someone recognizes a show I helped bring to life, I know I created something that left a lasting impact. And the truth is, standing out, it's not about being the loudest. Certainly, my shows weren't the loudest, but they were distinct. They were different. And a lot of them were unforgettable. But here's the million-dollar question. Right now, are you standing out in your industry? Or are you blending in like everyone else? Because if people don't remember you, they're not going to know you, they're not going to like you, they're not going to trust you. And very possibly, they're going to pass you over for the ones that they do know, like, and trust. So today, I'm going to break down why most people struggle to stand out, the biggest mistakes that are holding you back, and I have got a 3-step framework that's going to make you the $2 bill and a stack full of ones. And by the end of this video, you will have those exact steps to define what makes you unique and start positioning yourself as the go-to authority in your space. So why don't we dive in? So here's the problem. Why do most people blend in? Well, mistake number 1. Try to be everything to everyone. Most people, they don't stand out because they're trying to please everyone. You know who those people are. You know, could be yourself too. I tend to do that, and I spread myself way too wide. But think about the biggest brands. The biggest brands, generally, they're known for one thing. Those brands, they go deep, not wide. The more specific you get, the more magnetic you become. Mistake number 2. Shiny object syndrome. You know it, but you can't stand out if you're constantly jumping from one thing to another. If your audience is confused about what you do, and by the way, I struggle a little bit myself with that. They're never going to remember you. So I'm going deep. I'm going deep on this topic because I want to help you. That's my authority. And I want to be remembered for what I can help you do best. Focus equals authority. And mistake number 3, no clear positioning. You can be great at what you do, but if people don't understand your value, they're not going to remember you. So here's an example. Show that I helped birth and create and produce Triple-Digit Flip. Flipping show on A&E Homemade nationwide. Well, Pace and Jamil, they stood out because they had a framework. They only flip houses with $100,000 or more potential. That's it. That brand, that framework, very crystal clear. And that's what you need to succeed. So here's the solution. Here is a 3-step framework to help you. Step number 1, discover your $2 bill factor. What makes you different? Ask yourself, why should someone choose you over someone else? And if you're struggling with that, ask people, talk to people, really dig deep. They're going to tell you, and you may be surprised with that answer. Step number 2, define your positioning. Who do you serve? What's the problem you solve better than anyone else? We all have that. Example, instead of saying, I'm in real estate, that's generic. Say, and this is maybe for you, I help first-time home buyers find affordable homes in 30 days or less. Specific. I know who you are. I know what you serve. Who you serve. And step 3, you've got to deploy that brand consistently over and over again. So you got clarity, plus consistency, that equals authority. Clarity plus consistency equals authority. You don't need to be everywhere, but you do need to be where your audience is. The person who stays top of mind, they're going to win. So recap. To stand out, you need the following. You got to discover what makes you distinct. You got to define your positioning so your audience gets it. And you've got to deploy your brand consistently so people remember you. So this is just the beginning. And next week, I'm going to pull back the curtain on something big. A way to help you define exactly what makes you unique and unforgettable. So let me know in the comments, what's one thing that makes you different in your industry? I'd love to hear it. This is the start. This is day one. Let's go. And if you're serious, if you're really serious about standing out, which I think a lot of you are, make sure to hit subscribe. There's a bell button on some of the platforms. It's going to let you know what's coming. And next week, it'll change how you approach branding forever. See you in the next one.